Hey guys, I'm back with another wig tutorial, and this one's going to be on this lace frontal wig I made. And this is my first ever time making it, so don't judge me, and I think it turned out alright. Everything I used, I'll be leaving it in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. And the first thing I'm going to do is just bleach the knots, because the knots weren't bleached, but the lace frontal was already tweezed for me, so I didn't have to do all of that. So you want your bleach to be a thick consistency, because you don't want it to like seep through the lace and then reach the hair and then it bleaches the hair and stuff. But if it does, I've got a trick for you later, because I got some of the hairs and they kind of turn blondie, gingerish, so I've got a trick for you guys later. So once I finished applying the bleach, I waited 31 minutes before washing it off, conditioning it and everything. And I just moved on to the bundles, and I sewed my first bundle. And you want to make sure before sewing your bundle that you know where your lace frontal is gonna lay down, because if you don't, then it's just gonna go all wrong for you guys. But I do suggest you do your lace frontal first and then your bundles, but because I was waiting for the lace frontal to bleach, I thought I should go ahead and do the bundles. Because your lace frontal lays ear to ear, you want to make sure that you leave that space for the lace front. So as I was saying, mark it out. But anyways, here's the trick I was talking about. So as I said before, a couple of my hairs that bleached and they turned blonde, gingerish. But anyways, I'm just gonna use this Adore in jet black, I think, and use a toothbrush just to brush those hairs and apply that, if you know what I mean. So you guys will see what I mean if you don't kind of get what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just brush the hairs back and stuff, and then leave that on for about 30 minutes, and then wash it off, and then let my hair air dry. And frontals dry really quick, so it wasn't a problem for me to be waiting. What you want to do is you want to take your T-pins, I think that's what they call them, and then you want to put them like around where your hairline is going to be, and then you just want to basically position it where you want your frontal to lay, and then just tighten everything up before going in and stitching it. And I stitch the stitches on the frontal the same way I stitch the stitches on my hair. So I'm just gonna show you guys on camera one side because this video was honestly the longest video ever, and I had to crop it down to make it like short, you know what I mean? I didn't have to do one side and then go back to the other side and then finish stitching the middle, because I did kind of lay put the T-pins where I want everything to lay, so it was kind of pointless for me to do one side, cut the thread, do the other side, so yeah. I'm moving on to my second bundle, and I am pinning it down from frontal, this end of the frontal to the other end of the frontal, and I'm just gonna sew the weft and the frontal together so it kind of, merges into one. And when I'm starting a bundle and stuff, I always go through the weft and then double knot that and then carry on just going back and forth, knotting it, back and forth, knotting it. You'll see what I'm kind of doing. It's the same process over and over again, so it's kind of pointless for me to show like the whole thing because it's the same thing and you guys will get so bored. So it's the start of my third bundle, and I'm going to go through the weft and connect it to the frontal, and it's going to go back and forth, back and forth. So because this is my last bundle, I single wefted it, and I'm getting towards the top and I don't want it to be bulky and stuff at the top, so I have to single weft it. So I took big steps at this point because I thought I was running out of bundles, but it was fine because as I got to the top, I got a bit, the partings, I made them smaller and smaller. Okay, so now I'm starting to close up the bundles, and I'm just going to go in this U shape until I reach the top and then kind of flip it over and then connect the top weft to the frontal directly. So I'm just going to go on top of that and start sewing the weft and the frontal together just to kind of connect them. and make it into one. And don't worry about the gap. I did go in off camera and sew more tracks on it, but I just didn't want to show it in this video. So that is my wig finished, and after this process you want to go wash it and let it dry downwards so that the frontal and the weave kind of mold in and you don't get that track showing and stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut the net, is that what it's called, a net? But yeah, I'm just gonna go in and cut the net. And it looks like I'm doing it really fast, but honestly guys, I'm taking my time on this, so make sure you take your time on this because you don't want to get rid of, like, accidentally cut some of that hair. Turn your wig upside down and then start cutting that axis wig cap. And I love using dome caps because they fit perfectly on my head. I feel like the weaving nets are a bit too small because I've got a big ass head, guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, when you're weaving it, make sure you don't weave it through the elastic band, because when you put it on your head you won't be able to stretch it. I did get a video for you guys, but I accidentally deleted it. But if you really want to see like a video on this wig, then you can go on my Ali Moda Hair review and then you will see it at the beginning of the video. And also, if you want me to do a tutorial on how I lay my frontal, then I will do that for you guys. That's all for me, so bye guys, and thanks for watching. Hit that like button and make sure you guys subscribe.